incredible leaders, pastors, men of God, musical genius.
Absolutely.
On God's green earth, can we celebrate the
All of
birthday of our pastor, Pastor Mike McClure Jr.? It didn't make the noise.
Silence.
You only had one job, Elder.
Oh my
Hey,
God.
first win.
Hey, Numa.
Oh my goodness.
Right.
Numa.
Exactly.
Jesus.
Exactly. And so what's so exciting about this is oftentimes people celebrate their pastors but don't have understanding or revelation of why.
Yeah.
And so sometimes people can become bitter and saying, why are we doing that? Like, is it really worth all of that? When really God gives us biblical principles on how to understand the principle of honor. And here at Rock City, we do honor. And oftentimes people go straight to 1 Timothy 5:17 about elders who rule well are to be considered worthy of double honor.
Yeah.
I want to go to Roll Let's Travel this morning, everybody.
Okay.
Now, I want to go to Pastor Hollis, Galatians 6. Galatians 6 and 7, where it says, the one who was taught the word is to share all good things with the one who teaches him. And here's where it is. Do not be deceived. God is not mocked. For whatever a man sows, this he will also reap. And we believe here at Rock City Church, we cannot create or correct wrong teaching with no teaching.
Yeah.
And we refuse we cannot correct wrong teaching with no teaching. And so here at Rock City, we show honor to the man of God that God has sent to teach us to walk into his principles, to walk into his promises. And I don't know about you. I don't know where my life would be if it had not been for God putting the word in his mouth and him saying yes to the calling. And so for me, I want to take the time today to not just talk about it, but also share with you guys the impact that Pastor Mike has really made in my life. You know what I was thinking about this morning? All right, where I was before, because he's been my brother all my life, but he's been my pastor since I turned 23. And I was thinking about where I was when I was 23.
Yeah.
And where I am now.
Yeah.
Wow.
And there is no coincidence of the correlation of how God has really changed my life based on the leader that he put in my life.
Absolutely.
And I just want to say to Pastor Mike McClure Jr., to Bishop, PMJ, whatever we want to call him, he has man of many names.
Yes.
Man, we honor you today. We really honor you. I would not be the man I am. I would not be the father, the husband. I would be half of what I am today if it wasn't just for not just your words, but also your example. You set the blueprint in so many ways. And so if you guys could jump in and share, how has Pastor Mike really impacted your life?
No, Pastor Darius, I know we're talking about Galatians, but I couldn't help but think about Proverbs. When it say, let he who waters be watered. So like on today, we're going to water him. On today, we're going to honor him because he has water and poured into so many of us like never before. Like you said, I came in 2010. I didn't know if I was homicidal, suicidal at the same doggone time, but I can remember,
Wait, not homicidal and suicidal.
At the same time. I didn't know if I want to shoot myself or somebody. I was just in a bad place.
Something's going to happen.
Hear me. And I was sitting there on a Tuesday night, and Pastor Mike said, if God can't change your situation, he's going to change the way you look at it.
That's good.
That's simple right there. That it was so simple. And I was like, you know what? Yeah. Like that him just saying that. And I remember driving to work, and I've said this before 1,000 times. He came on 95.7. He used to do the morning inspirations. And that morning, he was talking about Hakuna Matata. It means no worry. He said,
Yeah.
I remember that. I
me, and I'm driving to work, and I
Oh,
remember going in
95.7.
saying,
Yeah.
who is that man? I was going to, like, it's a man on the radio. And that when he
Wow.
spoke, look, it's the voice for me.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
the voice. When he
Yeah.
speak, like I told him today, you're prophet. I know you're the artist, I know you're the pastor, I know you're our boss, but this year I feel the need to make sure I honor the prophet because
Wow.
when he speak, I know so many others. I think I saw somebody just say the Insanity series woke them up. Somebody said the
Yeah.
Focus series, but when he
Yeah.
speak, it's something in his mouth
Yeah.
that
That's
wake up every dormant place in your life. It makes
Yeah.
you look at things a whole lot differently.
Yeah.
You know,
Absolutely.
so look, I need the man to keep talking. I
Yeah.
need him to keep talking. So when he speak, things happen.
That's it. That's it. That's
And
it.
Elder Tiffany, I appreciate you for sharing that because you actually took me back to my Jams Day, which was really maybe I'll say the second time, because the first time, actually, Pastor Hollis, I recall PMJ coming on the campus of Miles College when we were there.
Yeah.
But it wasn't until I was working at 95.7 Jams that I really got an opportunity to know him as the person.
Yes.
And as I think about just my journey, I really believe that God not only prepares us for the mountains, the high places, but he also prepares us for the low places.
Yes.
And
So
even
good.
back then, when I met PMJ,
Yeah.
the seed was planted because a few years later, I lost my dad, who had served as my pastor my entire life. But because the
Wow.
seed had been sown in previous years, it was just
Wow.
a distant connection. And now, as you talk about all of the things that he is, he's not just a pastor for the church that I go to, but he's my spiritual father. He's my covering. He's my wise counseling. There have been so many instances where before I've made a big decision, I talked to God, I talked to Barbara, my mom, and I talked to PMJ. And so even as you all begin to think about who has been to you, just drop in the comments. Has he been a father? Has he been a friend? Has he been an advocate? I think back to 2020, when there was so much social unrest that was happening in the land, Pastor Mike was right there. I remember we were all in Kelly Ingram Park, and how he's always used his voice for those who are voiceless. And so whatever Jay has been to you in whatever season in your life, you ought to drop it right now in the comment and thank God for who he is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Come on.
No, I love that. I love that. I
Hold on for a second. Hell lost another one.
Another one.
And he's not gonna let that
Sorry.
go. He's not gonna let that go. No, I want to chime in because I remember years ago reading a quote. It said that you're an echo before you're ever a voice.
Yeah.
And I read this during this time when I'm really like trying to figure out, okay, God, I know you're calling me. I've seen ministry sort of one way. My father's a pastor, and that gave me an incredible foundation in ministry. I just kept feeling God kind of stirring things in my heart. And I'm just like, okay, God, I don't know how to kind of do this, or like, what is it supposed to look like? And how do I balance, what I'm going through as a man? And I'm trying to figure all this out. And now I'm married. I'm thinking through all of this stuff. And I read this quote. It said, you'll be an echo before you'll ever be a voice. And when I heard, Tiffany, you talked about this. When I walked in LR Hall, and I'm like, that's the voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That's the voice I'm supposed to echo.
Yeah.
And being able to connect to his life and to his ministry has revolutionized my life, and not just that, the life of my family.
That's right.
Jesus.
In ways that I couldn't even. I would need the next hour. To tell you all the times I had a perspective on life. And what I thought was going on, and how I thought things were going to be, and what I felt like was happening to me, and how I thought I was so right. And one conversation with the voice.
Come on.
That's it.
Was able to shift my perspective. And so we talk about the impact that PMJ has had. And Deanna, you even talked about how, in these key moments, I'm going to always go. I can always count on PMJ to be able to present me with a perspective that I did not see. And here's the mark of a true leader. If your leader can't see something if you following somebody who can't see something that you following the wrong, your leader should be able to see something that you cannot see. They should be able to see something that you cannot see. And so God has given me, I'm personalizing this.
Yeah.
God has given me in the person of Pastor Mike a voice that I've been able to echo, but a voice that's also been able to shift my perspective in, pivotal ways. I mean, guys, y'all know what it feels like when you really think you right about something.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like you get that righteous, that righteous
you think it's God. It's God.
You convicted on a soul level.
Yeah.
And then I'll sit down and talk to him. I'll be like, dude, you're so stupid. Like, how you didn't see this? But I think that's what God does when he gives us leadership. He gives us somebody who can see things that we can't. You can see to the corner, but often your leader can see around the corner.
Yeah. Pastor Hollis, I don't mean to cut you out, but as you were saying that, I'm reminded of when Jesus was talking to his disciples and was telling them basically going to the town. Yeah. And they were saying they needed a sign, like how we know where to go, how we know. Yeah. He said when you get to the town, you will see a man with a pitcher of water.
With a pitcher of water.
So Pastor Mike has been that man with the pitcher of water for so many of us. And God said, follow him. If you follow him, he's going to get you to that place you need to be. Just follow the man with the pitcher of water. And of course, I can't help but think about how that water is synonymous with the Holy Spirit. Yeah. Follow that man with the anointing. Follow that man who's following Christ. Follow that man.
Yeah,
that's it.
And Elder Tiffany, real quick, I want to lift up. John Maxwell said something, and I think it resonates with this moment. He says, "A leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way." And so, even as we talk about leadership and who PMJ is and the model that he serves. He is truly the proof that anything is possible, right? Like we are the fruit of that. And I know there's so many other people that are going to be joining this conversation that also prove that also serves as the fruit. But I believe that what God has done through PMJ, it will truly transcend generations. Like 100 years from now and 200 years from now, folks would still be talking about the man, the myth, the impact of PMJ.
Yeah.
Something that resonate with me is I think Elder Tiffany sparked it off, the voice, the power of the right voice being in your life. And it made me think about how whenever God wants to change something or someone, he'll often use a voice. That even in the beginning, the earth was dark, it was void, and he didn't change it by touching it. He changed it by speaking to it. He said, Ezekiel, look, I'm going to take you into this valley full of dry bones. You're not going to change it by touching it. You're going to change it first by speaking to it. And once God got frustrated with the world who was disobeying him and rebelling against him, the first thing he took was his voice. And then once he started speaking again before Jesus comes back, he uses a man by the name of John the Baptist. And John the Baptist says, I'm just the voice. Crying out in the wilderness. And so for me, I want to thank God that he sent a voice in the vessel of PMJ to change my life. And I don't know about you, but is there anybody in the comment section today online that had some voids in your life that was empty? But when God sent that voice into your life, he began to pour into you where you were empty. I thank God for the voice.
Pastor Darius, look, I mean, even talking about Pastor Mike, and we talking about just honoring him, even as a staff, we said, no, we're going to get back to the one and making sure we honor and love him like never before. I want to sow a seed on his birthday. And I want to sow a seed because one thing I know, if you bless a prophet, you shall reap a prophet's reward. That's what the Bible says. The Bible says if they give of their spiritual, why don't we give our carnal? You know, he poured out this weekend. And I know for me, it was so many things that I was thinking, and then he would turn around and say it on stage. So I know I was connected in that moment. So I know so many people ask, Tiffany, how did this happen? One, Pastor Mike spoke it. Pastor Mike prophesied to me that I will have a business that would do all this stuff. He spoke it out his mouth. And after he spoke it, I went and grabbed my phone and I sowed a seed on that thing.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
on today being his birthday, we're honoring him. I want to make sure that I sow into the prophet and I let him know that no, not only do I want to tell you happy birthday, I want to sow into you personally. I pay my tithes and I give an offering to the church. But you on today, I want to make sure that I'm sowing into the prophet for the words he has spoken over my life that I'm now walking in.
Yeah.
I'm walking manifested prayers and words that he spoke.
Yep.
Absolutely. We got information on if you want to be a blessing and show honor and sow into the man of God. There's information. Shoot him a cash app. And in that cash app, I dare you to put honor on what you want to show appreciation for as you give today. Elder Tiffany, as she said, she's sowing today. I'm also sowing. I believe this is his 39th birthday.
39.
So I'm sowing 139.
Come on now.
My man of God's life today. For his birthday. Everyone, if you could, be sure. Hey, all right. We normally scream Devo Energy. I got to remix it today.
Come on.
B-Day Energy.
I love it.
Come on, get your voice back, Tiffany.
B-Day Energy.
There we go. B-Day Energy. Hollis, let me hear you.
B-Day Energy.
It's B-Day Energy in the
Let's
building.
do it, man.
Happy birthday to Pastor Mike. We're sowing into him. We are blessing him. We talked about this during Help for the Holidays series on how gratitude is not just verbalized, but it's also demonstrated.
Yeah.
So
it's something that you feel.
Yes, it's not just something you feel. It's not just something you say. It's something you show.
Yeah,
and so for us, we want to show our honor. We want to show our appreciation today by sowing into his life using the hashtag Pastor Mike Jr. Everyone, I challenge you today. If he's been a blessing into your life, if he's added value, if he's changed your life in any type of way, I want to challenge everyone to sow a seed. If you can get as close as you can to 39, if you can do more. Some of you got 99 problems. And money is not one of them.
Absolutely.
Hey, show the man the honor that he is due today by sowing into him on the Cash App with the information on the screen. Let's light his Cash App up. Let's make him feel crazy. Like
non-stop notifications.
Right.
Hey, hold on. Wait. No. Wait. You know how good you feel when that little ching sound come on? Like you just get happy on it. We want him to hear that all day. Just
hey, Elder Tiffany, when my Cash App go, I start looking around.
Like, exactly. Want to look at it, make sure nobody see you look.
Right.
Yeah.
And so we want to fill him with love and with honor. It's not about the money. It's about, the motive. And so we want to let him know that his life, his sacrifice, it means something, and we want to sow back into him as he sows into us on a consistent basis. Pastor Hollis, you were about to say something. Oh, we got a guest. We got a guest. All right, let me give you an introduction because we see the man. But what about the man behind the man behind the camera?
Yes.
The producer.
What's going on?
Best friend since childhood.
I can say you got to say best friend since 7th grade now.
Since 7th grade. Hey, Dre, I remember when Pastor Mike, we rode around shooting people with water guns, wrecked the car, and Dre took the rap. He took the rap. That's the kind of friend you need right there. Give it up for Deacon Andre Rudolph, everybody.
What's going on? Good morning. That's my Tiffany. That's my Tiffany impersonation, as well as B-Day Energy. that's my D impersonation, and then we go. Good morning, everyone. This is Dre. That's my Hollis impersonation. But good morning to everybody. I see y'all in the comments, man, and I know we're talking about the voice. Yeah. But not only was he a voice to my life and helped me, but he was a voice in the pandemic with Big. So once he spoke big, everybody said he was the voice that helped them get through. So we want to celebrate the voice this morning, the one that helped us, and we want to give him a big birthday shout out. But I'm here. Here. I know he prayed over the one, Hollis. Joined Rock City, but I will say I am the official one who joined Rock City back in 6th grade. I am the first one.
Hey, listen. Let's do this real quick, Dre. Let's go behind the scenes. All right. So you best friends since 7th grade.
Mm-hmm.
What is it like? What was it like being best friends in middle school with Pastor Mike Jr.? Talk to us.
All right, I'll say this.
Wait, hold on, wait. No, wait, no, because you're not gonna do that. You're not gonna do that. No. I want to know about all the trouble y'all got in.
That's what I was about to say. All those stories he gave.
Man, I knew from an early age. God, his hand was no. I want to know about all the trouble y'all got into.
Look, man, it's so much trouble. We could write plenty of books about every year we got in trouble. Like we could have wrote plenty of books.
Yeah,
but we try to have fun at all times as well as make everything interesting, which we try to do now. Even his creativity then surpassed a lot of things. He was creative then and way more creative now. Like he's always been that person that I'm not gonna put your business out there, PMJ, but he was way more creative then than anybody. Like even the trouble was creative. He was a blessed man.
Dre, just go ahead and tell them about the time y'all was playing football with the apple in the middle of the hallway.
Or I mean, he said it on stage one time. I could even tell you about the science sink that exploded in the middle of the
my
science.
God.
Like, he's preached on that before. So since he's already said that, and I would like to say again, I said, please don't pull that. Because I already knew the hands of the man that touched it.
Yeah,
it was gonna explode. It overflowed, Tiffany.
It overflowed.
As soon as he touched the faucet, it overflowed.
Look, Brandon said you ain't no snitch, Dre, because I want you to tell some stories because I know you have me weak. Like just to hear stories about the young PMJ. Like
I'll tell you this. When we always say we've been best friends since 7th grade, but when I first met him, I did not want to be his friend. He was sitting over there in the alto section. I was a strong bass.
Deliver Daniel.
Deliver Daniel. Like I was a strong bass. I had older sisters and brothers that hung me around. And then once he said, come here, and he told me to come over to the alto section, I was like, I don't know who this weird kid is. He was like, come here. And I sat right there. He was like, we're going to be best friends. I don't even know you.
Dre, you didn't have a choice.
I didn't. Hey, he said, we're going to be best friends. Like, bro, I don't even know you.
A week.
And then literally, Tiffany, the next morning, he was by my locker like, so what we're going to do today is best friends. I was like, bro, like. So he had the wherewithal. Like we talked about the vision around the corner.
Yes.
To know the vision around the corner, like God already told me you're gonna be in my life.
Yeah.
And what we're gonna do is connect it. And I can say truly, like once we put our hands together to touch and agree, it always explodes, man. That's what he's been to my life. He exploded me. I think somebody was interviewing him and they was like, the honor you show him and y'all been best friends. I was like, well, how much honor do you show somebody that saved your life? Like gonna always follow him. Yeah, he's been my best friend, but he's the one that touched me and pulled me out plenty of times. And then now because of that, that's why you can constantly say honor, even though he is your best friend, you constantly say bishop, pastor. Because that's the person that saved your life and that's the person you want to honor.
Dre, if you could, man, and if you could just share with the people why it's important that we give and show honor today to Pastor Mike on his birthday today. If we could put that information up as he's talking about it, because I think oftentimes we can become so familiar and miss out on the favor that comes with honoring those that God has sent as a gift into our life.
Like, what do you give someone that if the man of God makes your soul leap, I think you should bless that man of God. Like, I know my mom grew up on a farm, and then the best ox that pulled, my grandfather would always make sure that ox had the best feed, the best place to sleep, because he was your strongest worker and he was the one that constantly blesses your family. So the voice of the man of God, if he's blessing you, if he constantly makes your soul leap, everybody asks, why do I constantly put in as many work and many hours as I do? Is because he literally speaks to me and my soul leaps. So I want, like, if he makes your soul leap, if he ever blessed you, if he's ever said something online or even just touched you and something leaked in you and made you go out, I believe you should sow to cash out Pastor Mike Jr. But what do you bless a man that makes you so leak?
Wow, let me find out Dre ready to preach or something. Like, Dre had a word. My God, it was the ox for me.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Farmhouse always
Minister Isha is in the building. You're muted. We can't hear you yet. Woman of God, press the unmute button.
Good morning, everybody.
B-Day energy.
B-Day energy.
Listen, we are celebrating the man of God today.
Yes.
Listen, we're sowing into him. Everyone, if you just came on, you can honor Pastor Mike on his birthday by giving to hashtag Pastor Mike Jr. If we can put that information on the screen, that would be incredible. But let's show so much honor to him. Let's light him up. There he is in the chat. He said, this is crazy. He has tear emojis in the chat. We're making Pastor Mike cry, everybody. Elder Candace, Minister Isha, talk to the people and share with them how Pastor Mike has been made an impact into your life, and really what is encouraging you today to be able to give back into the man that gives so much into you.
For me, when I think about Pastor Mike and our relationship, I'm reminded of Hebrews, where it says, in the beginning, discipline doesn't feel pleasant, but later on, you see it's for your good, and you reap a harvest.
Spin the block. Say that again. Discipline. Say that.
In the beginning, discipline isn't pleasant, but after all, you see that it's not painful. And for me, I'll never forget, I was 21 when I came to Rock City. 21. I'm 31.
Wow.
Now. So I was literally a baby in Christ and in the natural. And said thing to me, he said, I
think she froze. I was trying to make sure it wasn't me, Elder.
Me too. Me too.
I'm looking like I see Elder moving, but I don't see. Okay, there she goes.
Come on,
friend. You back. Come on, friend. Finish that.
We got him back.
Okay. So that's what he's been to me. Like literally, I was 21 when I joined the church, and then now I'm 31 now. And he looked at me one day, and I was in like a tough season, y'all. He said, find out who you are. He said, figure it out and become her quick. And that was the one thing that changed my life because Aisha, the Aisha you guys see, I was released to be that. He gave me the authority and the affirmation to just be me. And that's just one thing that has blessed my life. Like a lot of people don't know he's super funny. Like,
easy. Come on now.
Elder Candace, what about you?
Listen, I have always been the oldest out of the bunch, and it was kind of weird coming in to Rock City, but I came in from a place where I was coming from church hurt. And so my pastor welcomed me with open arms. He also welcomed me for the person I was. And I was brutally honest with him of my past, so that, nothing would come up, how I used to be. And he still was like, well, okay, like, we all got a past in here. Like, come on, join the bunch. But Jeremiah 3:15 tells us, I will give you a pastor after my own heart, and they will feed you with knowledge and understanding. Yeah. He gave me knowledge and understanding of who I was supposed to be. Because a lot of times, me and him, he showed me a lot of tough love, like Mr. said. Yeah. And he told me something about 9 years ago. And he said, you are the big sister here. I need you to act like that accordingly. And I took it as if he was denying me, but he was developing me. And it showed and growed me into the person that I am today. And I thank him for that, because y'all, I wouldn't be on Devo if it hadn't been him. If it hadn't been for him, I wouldn't be an elder, because he saw an elder before I even forget about being an elder. I was just trying to be a person, a human. I was just trying to survive and be myself. But he said, no, you are an elder. You have wisdom. You will walk in wisdom. You will be exactly who God has called and designed you to be. And I thank you for that, because and not just me, I brought my whole family. Like, it was me, my husband, and my children. Yeah. We have been a part of Pastor Mike's life. Not only I'm a part of his family. I don't consider him just, my pastor, my bishop. I'm part of his family. Yeah. He is really taking me in as someone that, again, I take care of his kids. So you have to say that there's a level that we have that I don't know about nobody else. I'm saying the connection that I have with him. Yes, sometimes it seems that I'm maybe that hard. I used to be hard headed, but no, I listen to his words because I can't go a day without saying, God, thank you for giving him the words that transform my life so that I can be who all God has called me to be. And y'all, I'm not trying to be funny, but sowing into that man, sowing into that man has transformed my entire life. I would never be the same. Like we say, going back to the one, I'm not going back to the old one that can't you. I'm going back to God because he said, let's go back to the one. And I went back to the one, which was God. But that was because God dropped it in his spirit. He was obedient enough to tell us, y'all, hey, as a corporate body, we need to get it together. And I thank him for being obedient for everything he said, his out series. I go back to his level series. Y'all, I play his stuff all the time. Like, it's life. It is the living waters that come out of his messages that give us the things that we need to continue being the people of God that we've called to be. And again, I thank him. I thank him.
Elder Candace, the beauty in what you're sharing that you have that I don't think anyone else on the team has is I watched your entire family serve his family.
We have
your entire like you, your husband, your two kids, like your entire family. It's really become one big family.
Yes.
To where like it's been so beautiful to where like I believe there's a grace on you. Like it's a grace on you and your family to not just serve individually, but like a family grace on you guys to be able to serve others as well. And so I want to say thank you. And you said something as you were talking when you said in Jeremiah, when he says, I'll give you pastors after your own heart. I think we tend to forget that spiritual leaders are a gift from God.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
They are.
That we don't literally always choose our pastor. God gifts us a pastor.
Yeah.
He just reveals it to us. And so for me, like, what do we do? How do we give back to the gift that keeps on giving?
Yeah.
And so I'm so excited about that. Minister Aisha, if you could close out this segment of the party with why it's important for us to sow back into the man of God today, share with the people, please.
I think someone said it earlier, when you bless the prophet, you reap the proper reward. Whatever is on the head, literally, Pastor Mike has went after every dream that he's ever wanted. Pushed me to go after everything I've ever wanted. And when I get it, even though I be shocked, I be like, I prepare for this because Pastor Mike prepares. We watch him prepare. We watch him give. We watch him sow. We watch him serve. Like, he doesn't mind picking up. We don't have a pastor that's going to walk past a piece of paper. No, he's going to pick it up and throw it away. Like, that's what we have. So he's a giver. So we give to him. Just bless his life, y'all. Like, for real. That man of God is the most amazing man of God that I've ever been under in my life.
All right. So in the first segment, we thank God for the voice. In this segment, we thanking God for the gift. Somebody better come on somewhere. So if you haven't already, you can give at hashtag Pastor Mike Jr. The information is on the screen. And we got to turn up somebody. We got the parents, Pastor Mike and Lady J, the Bishop, on the screen today. Can we give it up for Pastor Mike Jr.'s mama and daddy? And we got James Fortune. Welcome them to the virtual birthday party. Oh, I see the baby picture in the back. Is that the baby picture?
Oh, yeah.
What's going on? Talk to us if you could, Bishop. Tell us why we're celebrating, who we're celebrating, what you're feeling today, why people should give back into his life today.
Most amazing. Thank you so much. Man, let me say good morning and that I'm elated to be here, excited.
Wow.
I really understand what you guys are into today because I've seen it from the beginning. I can recall Mike was born August 15, 1983 in Tacoma, Washington.
Wow.
This is no joke. We're serious. And in those, I was in the military and he was at the hospital room. Wasn't a single room like we get to have today, you in your own private room. It was an open bay. And they come pull the curtain. You do your delivery. And after a while, somebody across the room will have a baby. But Angela, at that day, all the other parents that had children that day, some kind of way, ended up around my wife's bed marveling over PMJ.
Wow.
I'm serious. It was something different. I can remember when we took him to West Alabama and he started college, and it was Parents' Day, the first day. And we were in the, I almost said mess hall. We were in the cafeteria, and I said to the parents, I said, look, you're going to know who my son is in about 10 minutes. They said, how you know?
Wow.
I said, he's going to be the one. When all the people walk in, all your kids will be gathered around my kid. They said, what do you mean? I said, watch. And in 10 minutes, the door opened. No joke. This boy's come in talking and telling boy what to do. And it was Mike Jr. Hey,
Wow.
man, from that day. I want to say, Pastor Darius, and all the leaders, Tip, what up, y'all? Hollis and James, D.
Yes, sir. Love you, man. Love
We're
you,
under
Satan.
bus Mike, I believe, for 4 very specific reasons for real. Number one, because he's visible. Mike don't hide. His gift is not hidden. His joy is not hidden. His peace is not hidden. He's visible. Number two, he's vocal. Big things change.
Yeah.
God said that my word would not go out and return on me void. You can feel the anointing upon the life of an individual when the words he speaks comes to life.
Yes.
Yeah.
When the words he speaks bring you life. You get it back?
Yeah.
Number one, he's visible. What I say, he's visible. Number two, he's vocal. Number three, he's valuable.
Yes.
Yeah.
Man, what would we be without people? Wait a minute.
Yeah.
He's dying again.
Yeah. Let's go. Yeah.
My God. Andrew, where would we be, man? That kid, Darius, you know yourself, that boy is valuable because he saved you from a lot of whoopings growing up.
Come on. Tell it, Daddy. Tell it.
Hey, I know y'all talk about how great he is. That boy was the worst child in the world. that boy stayed in the sun. No, I'm just joking. Hey, he would take all of Darius spankings, all Angelique whipping. Man, he was an amazing kid. He was valuable to our family. He's valuable to the world. Mike Jr. is a gift to the world.
Yes, he is.
Okay, but then the last V, be honest with y'all, that guy he's a living example of victory. Of victory. He walks in victory. So I thank God for the 4 V's on his life. And we're sowing today because he's worthy, man. I'm so excited to be his pop. I really am. What do you think, baby?
I'm excited, and I thank God for him. And then when I posted this morning, I said, I thank God for my first heartbeat. We were 17 years old and scared, didn't know what to do. And the Bible talks about children are a gift from God. The Bible says that they are our rewards. I read a scripture that said, let the children come. And this is how we should come to God. And when I began to raise them, I was going to make sure we instill every godly attribute we could in him. Yeah. And so he'll like, okay, Mom, I want to play the piano. We bought a keyboard. Okay, I want to play the drums. I go buy drums. Put a guitar. We still have all these instruments to this day. I want to blow. I'm like, look, boy, find something, stick to it, and do it. But I thank God, and I always talk to my children and tell them, listen, do to your children what we did to you. We didn't leave our kids at home. Yeah. There was no children's church. They got on the church training. Wherever it was a funeral, you sit right here watch. If it was this, it was that. And why should we give? And Bishop just told us the 4 V's. Yeah. And then I was thinking I always told Mike in his day, it always reminds him of what's on the inside of him. But you should give because Tiffany talked about him walking in the office of a prophet. Yeah. And I always said to him, Mike, the sky is not your limit, it's your view. That's good. It's not your limit, baby. It's your view. So
that's so good.
Yeah, because as he has a view, as he's leading you, he can see when he say, "Baby, go left," and you want to go right. You better twist yourself because he's high and he's being led by the Spirit of God. I admonish you to sow into Pastor Mike Jr. He's a mixture of his dad and me. Now, the worker B, he gets from me, and I always said, Mike, we don't know how to rest. We got to learn how to rest. And because he has a creative spirit Our mind is always turning, wheels are turning. And a lot of times, those of us that are in this position, a lot of times we don't feel we get the accolades we should.
Yeah.
We don't feel a lot of times we get the thank yous we should, the gifts we're always trying to make sure this person is right. This person has that.
Yes, ma'am.
Order. And God has graced us with a life day where we pause and say, Pastor Mike Jr., thank you.
Yeah.
I know there are some that feel different, but at some point in your life before you left, he got your child out of jail. Come on.
Wow.
He laid hands on your mama.
Yeah.
I don't care how you feel, in some kind of way, he's impacted your life.
Yes, ma'am.
You're a blessing regardless if it's $39, $3,900, $390, but do something, even if it's just text to say happy birthday, Mike Jr. And we're so proud of you, Mike. We love you. We thank God for being an example. I always tell him you're a great son, you're a great father, you're a great pastor, you're a great leader. I admonish you to sow a financial seed, but sow a seed of prayer. Usually lift him up, and I'm just thankful.
Before you get rid of us really fast, I want to say not only is Mike Jr. My son, our son, I like to say my son, my first son, but it's so amazing because our relationship is somewhat a lot different than most father sons. We're actually great friends.
Yeah. Absolutely.
His sinuses are acting up, but he's a great friend. And I just want to
No. Zoom in.
Those are sinuses.
Zoom in. Get those tears. Hey, mom, bring the camera closer to his face right now. Bring the camera closer to his face. Zoom in. Get those tears.
No. We're great.
Come on, man. Fight through it.
We're great friends, and we
oh my, and they are, and I'm thankful that God, and this is for, and while we're here, this is for those that are parents, those that are gonna be parents. God graced us with 3 wonderful gifts, and when you get to this stage in life, you'll know what you put in them by the way they treat you, by the way they. When we were at one point, they're nurturers, they're trainers. Now they are nurturing us. They are training. They are guiding us. What we're doing, they're doing times 10, and that's the joy we get. They are stronger. They are better, and I'm thankful for all 3 of them. There are areas in our life that God used to push us.
I want to say to you guys are the proof that God got it right when He put us together.
Wow.
That, and we're so excited. Happy birthday, PMJ.
Happy birthday, big fella.
Listen,
before
y'all go, Mama, can we see the baby picture? Can you put? Can we see that? Let's get the baby picture.
Baby PMJ. Oh my goodness.
Hey, everybody screenshot that right now. Everybody screenshot that right now. Post it on your socials. Tag Pastor Mike in it on your socials. Screenshot that. Hey, make that the only picture on the screen real quick with the blessing at lower third or whatnot. Come on, put that up on the screen right now. There we go.
Happy birthday. There you go, big boy.
Oh man, that's crazy.
All right.
Oh wow.
That's crazy. That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
Happy birthday to PMJ.
Yes, happy birthday.
Man, that was
Love y'all.
Thank y'all so much for coming on.
Man, that was incredible. We also have Pastor James Fortune. Before we go into to him, hey, listen, everyone, you see the impact that this man is making on so many levels, and that really blessed me because it also shows how he's crossing generations. And not just being a blessing just to the young, but also to the old and everyone in between. And so if he has added any value to your life, if you're just coming on, we're honoring our man of God, celebrating his birthday by sowing into his life at Pastor Mike Jr. on Cash App. The information is on the screen. So be sure to share that with as many people as possible. Share this link in your group text, on your socials. Click that share button and share this with as many people as possible. We're honoring. Listen, it's not Devo Energy today. It's B-Day Energy. And speaking of B-Day Energy, we got to give it up for the incomparable James Fortune. What's going on, sir?
Hey, what's up, family? Listen,
man, it looks like it's looking like you're taking flight. Now I see another level in your future, dog. I see it.
Listen, I am in the airport, y'all. I'm in the airport headed back to Birmingham from Connecticut. But I wanted to say this. There's another B that has really blessed me about my pastor, and that's his vulnerability. It's the way he allows. He's allowed me to grow, not just by sharing his successes, but also his failures. And being transparent and vulnerable with me. It's the first time I've had a pastor that has been like that. Everything in my life has multiplied since I've been a part of Pastor Mike in Rock City. Everything, even kids, even my kids, which I didn't really ask for that, but even more kids have been everything in my life. My ministry, my money, everything has expanded. My faith, my belief in myself came back through Pastor Mike. And so today, sowing for me, I'm not sowing because he needs it. I'm sowing it because he deserves it. For all that he does, for all that he pours into us. And so I just want to challenge everybody. I believe that everyone should have some type of seed that you sow in the Pastor Mike. He talks about if you love someone, demonstrate. The demonstration that we want to do today is to just sow a seed. Man, he is touching lives all over the world. What it's nothing more. I don't care where I go. When I come home in Rock City, it's nothing like getting love from my church family, from the people who I serve and love every day. So let's not let the world love on him more than we do. Everybody put a seed, whatever you can, in that Cash App, drop it in there. And you're not just giving it. You're going to get, like we were speaking about, God is going to bless you. You will not, you will reap a prophet's reward. So I just thank God for Pastor Mike. I know I'm in the airport, but man, I love that man. He has given me my belief back in myself, which is allowing me to put what I need to into my family, because I was running on empty. So for what he's given to me is invaluable. I could never pay. I could never give. I don't have the words. I don't have the language. All I can say is he has been a lifesaver for me. And I thank God for him believing in me as a pastor when nobody else did, when nobody else would. And so I just celebrate him. I thank God for him. I'm giving. I want to sow $500 into Pastor Mike today. And that's just for me. But whatever you can give today, y'all, please, let's all collectively, let's do it together. Let's just blow it. I want his Cash App to shut down. He's gonna have to open up something else. I don't know what it is. Venmo. He's gonna get something new because Cash App is be shut. We shut the Cash App down.
Let's break his Cash App. Let's break his Cash App. Let's break his Cash App. Hey, listen, James. Now listen, I'm not James Fortune. I'm not James Fortune, but I'm still $100 today.
Come on,
man of God. I know my little 100 right there next to you.
Hey, listen.
But I really want to
lady. The woman had two mics. It's not equal giving. It's equal sacrifice. Not equal giving.
Absolutely.
Equal sacrifice.
Absolutely. Yeah. I want us all to really have our faith ignited, right? And something I believe Candace said earlier that really grabbed my attention, and James, you echoed this, and that is the importance of sowing. Pastor Mike told this story about sitting at home watching Jabari Johnson win New Artist of the Year, and so immediately into Jabari's life. And the very next year, Pastor Mike was Artist of the Year, and I believe that with a leader like that, that's a model. He's showing us how we ought to conduct ourselves and how we ought to handle ourselves. And so I'm sowing into him out of reverence, out of respect, out of honor, but also in belief that God has allowed me to attach to a man who is going to continue to show me the way, lead me the way. And I'm excited, y'all. So y'all sow today. I'm telling you, let's bless him. Again, there's nothing we can give him because he needs it, but we do want to do this because he deserves it. We want to show, when we give, it's not about the amount, but it is about the symbol, right? What it symbolizes. Hey, I'm not just going to say this out of my mouth. I'm going to actually extend my hand to show you just how much you mean to me, just how much I love you, just how much impact you've had on my life.
And Pastor Hollis, real quick, because I thought about this earlier, even as PMJ's parents were speaking, a lot of the acts that he's made has been without announcement. And the Bible is clear about giving. And when we give in secret, God rewards us greatly. And so for every seed that he has sown privately, let's reward him publicly. Like I mentioned about the jail visits, and a lot of these stories, some we've heard, many of these we have not, but it just speaks to his integrity. Like it speaks to his character. Like he speaks, it just speaks to the fact that he wanted to think because it's thing. So for all of the jail visits, for all of the school supplies that he's donated, for all of the tuition fees that have been paid, for all of the light bills that have been paid, let's bless the man of God. And so I'm just excited to see what God continues to do in the life of PMJ.
Like we just said, like just the sacrifice. We're not trying to get nothing from you. We're trying to get something to you guys. Just showing you guys the principle in honoring, showing you guys the principle in sowing. Again, in my life, I remember Pastor Mike gave me, and I said, God said, for where he's taking you in life, sow this amount. And I didn't, that's like the only thing I had in my account. But I remember I trusted his voice, trusted his word, and I sowed a seed. And my life has never been the same. Even like you said, the stuff he did in private, I think my brother, I can attest to the fact that he has did prison visits or wrote letters. My brother was in prison. My brother always said, he said, I had a friend I had never met in PMJ. Pastor Mike will write my brother at his lowest. I mean, he's in prison, locked up at his lowest. He said he was depressed. They told him he was not coming home. My brother had a 25-year sentence. It is public record. I'm telling you guys, Pastor Mike will call me and pray with me and my family, write my brother, keep him encouraged. And we had that faith in 4 years without a reason still. My brother called and said, hey, they said I can come home. You can't tell me that man don't speak life into dead situations. I know it to be true. That's why I honor him the way that I do. Because I've seen the power and the impact he has.
Tiffany, what I really love about that, and this is the part of Pastor Mike that really touches me the most, is to see somebody that God has given so much influence to. And for him to not just be willing to, not just do what he's asked to do, but actually desire. We're talking about the actual desire to use that influence to impact the lives of other people. And that should be the status quo in the leaders that God has elevated, but sadly it is not.
That's right.
Sadly it is not. Many times influence can be intoxicating.
That's good.
And I'm not telling you what I think, I'm telling you what I know. And to see somebody who God has given, I mean, incredible amounts of influence in different places. This is not just this is a man who can call downtown. This is a man who can call Montgomery. This is a man who can make calls across the country and get certain things done. And to see him again, not just do what he's asked to, but actually have an innate desire to use his influence to impact other people. That is a man of God. Listen to me, who is worthy of double. I remember years ago, man, something was going on in the city, and I'm gonna be super transparent. I heard some people, oh man, because yada yada yada, such. Hollis, no, Hollis don't know. No, I don't know. But what I do know is I watched this man give away gas and not have gas in his car. That's what I do know. We're gonna talk about what I know. Y'all want to talk about what I know? And that is the heart of someone who truly wants to see other people blessed, and that is the man that I signed up to follow.
Pastor Hollis, let's talk about this weekend. His baby had to get rushed to the emergency room, but he came and stood the Bible and laid hands on our babies, laid hands on our family members.
Absolutely.
That was this weekend.
Absolutely. Y'all like this cash out. Y'all sow it to him. Make sure that he feels blessed. We got a bunch more people that we want to get on before we wrap up. We got Jason and Ebony chiming in. Jason, what's going on, brother? How you feeling?
I'm great, man. How's everybody, man? This is amazing. I'm excited, man. Happy birthday, PMJ, man. Everything is going great. When I came to the Rock, man, my wife was already there first. We weren't married at the time. We was just dating. And I was kind of in limbo as far as attending church, going to church. I had just told her that I was looking for a pastor, and I think it was on a Tuesday night. I was working nights at the time, and before church that day, he called me around 3:00. He got my number from Misty, and he called me, and he said, "Hey, I had a dream about you, and God told me he was looking for a pastor." And I said, man, I just bust into tears at the time because, you know, I had really been fervently praying for God to send somebody my way. I'm a firm believer. I've been in church all my life. Let me put that out there first. My mom and my dad did a great job. Even though my dad was the type that even though he wasn't going to go to church, he was going to go to church. So I've been in church all my life. So I had a good foundation, but I'm a firm believer that you can build the wrong structure on the right foundation.
Yeah.
So I needed that guidance in order to build my life in the way that God wanted me to build it. And PMJ was that guidance.
Yeah.
He put me in a position to where I didn't mind listening to him. And the reason I didn't mind listening to him was because of his transparency.
Yeah.
Before he told me what I needed to do, he allowed me to see what he didn't do. So I was able to glean from that and understand that sometimes in the midst of your mistakes, God will give you revelation on how to fix those things.
Yeah.
So I really thank God for him. I want to touch on something that Pastor said. I believe that Pastor Mike is our spiritual Tom Brady. And I say that because everybody hates Tom Brady's success, but everybody wants to know also how he did it.
Wow.
So there's a lot of people that don't
talk about it.
That don't like the blessings that are flowing on our pastor's life, that don't like the recognition that he's given. But everybody is sitting in corners trying to learn how he did it. So I thank God. I thank God for him, man. I thank God for his transparency. I thank God for how God has molded him. Because in God molding him, he has molded me. And you sit back, and I sat back and I thought about it before I got on here. How many people can raise their hands and say they started businesses because of his word, or they mended their families because of his word, or your children are back home, or you're back talking to your kids because of his word. So we should sow off of that alone, because if it wasn't for the word that God gave him to give us, a lot of us wouldn't be where we are right now.
That's so good, man. Thank you so much. And we have so many people asking, how do we sow? There's information at the bottom of the screen right now with the cash tag information. Go to Cash App and type in cash tag Pastor Mike Jr. And so we're asking everyone to sow into his life and show honor and celebrate his birthday. What is God telling you and leading you on to give? Maybe it's 39, maybe it's 3,900. Maybe it's 39 million. Break the cash out.
Come on, 39 million.
LILLION.
Is it a limit? Is it a limit? Tiffany, no limit?
No limit. No limit.
39 million. My God.
39 million. So everybody, the information on how to give is right there at the bottom of the screen. Is cash tag Pastor Mike Jr. And I believe we have it pinned in the comments on Facebook and YouTube if you need that information. Minister Jason, man, that testimony was powerful. You said you can have the right, what did you say? Right foundation, right?
You can build the wrong structure on the right foundation.
Yeah.
Watch your mouth, Doc. Like, my God. Like, don't come on here and do that this morning. Come on, man. We also have Ebony. Everyone, give it up for Ebony, everyone. Ebony, how you doing? Welcome to the party.
Hello. Happy birthday, PMJ.
The birthday is Pastor Mike impacted your life.
P-Day energy.
Hold on. What's this?
P-Day energy.
There we go.
No, seriously, I'm probably the newest addition to the party. But no, I am. PMJ has really impacted my life in a way that I can't even put into words. I'm not really good with my words, but I remember when I first moved back home, I was
I was trying to find a church to go to, and I stayed right down the street from Rock City, so I would keep going, but I'm like, nah, I'm gonna go somewhere else. And something just kept bringing me back every week. Every week I kept going back. And then it was the Tuesday Bible studies for me, the midweek Bible studies, because it was so intimate. And so I remember going to 12 noon Bible studies and just feeling like I could really like I felt like I went home and got in my word. And so I really thank God for Pastor Mike, because he helped me. He helped guide me to the word. It was something about, like Elder Tiffany said, his voice that when he spoke, it made me I wanted more. So I'm at home on Sunday evenings, still in my word, trying to figure out, okay, how did he see that like that?
Wow.
To see how he helped me to you know. So I'm just really thankful. And then another thing that Pastor Mike said to me one time before was to always he told me to always be the light in a dark place. And it was I often sometimes just a level of, just to be transparent, sometimes I battle with my identity, but I always remember that he says be a light in a dark place. So anytime when I'm somewhere and I don't feel when it's not a good situation, that could be family, that could be anywhere, I always remember that word that he said to me, to be that light. Like that's what God me to be that light. So I'm so thankful that God gifted me Pastor Mike, because I didn't grow up in church. Like,
where my dancers at? I'ma shout. Say it again. Say, I won't wait. You ready? Y'all ready? Why? 'Cause it's working. Hey! Working for me. Working for me. Hey! I gotta preach. You better sit down. It's working for me. 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 It's working for me. Oh, yeah. It's working for me. Listen, Ryan. Somebody asked me, they said, Pastor Mike, why we worship so long on Sunday, on Tuesday? I said, because we got so many services on Sunday, we can't get it out. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, I came to get some stuff out tonight. You don't know what I'm going through. You don't know what got out on my life. Tell them, but all things work together for my good. It's working for me. Hey! Hey! It's working for me. It's working! It's working for me. Y'all don't let me preach tonight. In case you don't know what that means, it simply means it's working for I want to preach. Oh, twerk it for me. Hey, twerk it for me. Y'all crazy. Twerk it for me. Twerk it for me. Gonna shout right now. I don't wait till the battle's over. Come on, give God a hand. Listen, people have a tendency to judge your praise and not know your pain, and don't realize after all you've been through, the fact that you still got half a mind left. Look at your neighbor, say, neighbor, you so focused on what I won, you don't have a clue what I lost. But in spite of all that I lost, God has still been good to me. Can you just touch 5 people and tell them he's been good? He's been good. He's been better than good. He's been... Sit down. Somebody give God a hand clap of praise. Y'all be trying to push your boy. Who came to get a word tonight? Anybody? Again, I said it once, I said it again. We got the best worship department in the whole state of Alabama. I mean this. Kurt, raise your hand, Kurt. So proud of him. Raise your hand, Terrell. I be missing Terrell on Sunday, but he in Tuscaloosa holding it down for us. So I'm so excited. To our whole worship department, to Rachel and the crew, we love you guys so much. All right, let's go to work. All right. I couldn't stay home. Who was at Saturday service? Anybody? I stood up in Saturday service and said, what? I'm gonna take a break, gonna go spend some time with the boys, and couldn't do it. I was thinking about you. I mean this. I'm literally walking around the house playing football with them. We broke a blind or two. Lady told us don't kick the ball in the house. I'm upstairs and I fussed at them. They kicking the ball against the wall, and lady kept hearing. He said, go upstairs and tell them. I said, stop. So I walked up to boys, and he kicked the ball. Boom. So what are y'all doing? He playing soccer. I said, hey, mama said don't do that. And I turn and walk out, and May say, I bet you can't score on me. Boy, I turned around. Boom. Kicked that ball. He hit the window, broke the blinds. Now the window got a small crack in it. So I did what any responsible parent would do. I blamed it on the kids. I faked whooped them. So listen, man, I just been kicking it with them. But the whole while I was with them, I was thinking about you. And Holy Spirit says you can't get out. Why PMJ? I hope you receive this. I've been saying this for a minute. What's today's topic? Take this in your notes. And I'm giving you permission to talk out loud. Pop quiz. Tonight's topic is pop quiz. We're in the midst of a series now entitled Summer School. Somebody say Summer School. I've said it once and I'll say it again. I'm not afraid to repeat myself. If there's a blessing in my future, then there's a test in my what? See, y'all ain't been listening. You failed the first question already. If there's a blessing in my future, then there's a test in my present. I want to say something and I pray 3 people can receive. You so busy shouting about what's coming, you don't realize you forfeited it by running from what's facing you. You'll be surprised how many people holding on to a prophetic word but won't even face their present reality. No, I know we've been saying it forever and it's gonna be. But the bigger the blessing, the bigger the problem. I'm gonna say this and ain't nobody gonna say amen, but it's cool in the game. Stop wanting my throne if you don't want my Goliath. Preach, Mike McClure. Stop wanting my prize if you don't want my pain. I'm trying to suggest to you, and everybody ain't gonna shout about this. This is why your circle has become so irritating, why your circle is becoming so small, why your ability to relate to people is diminishing, because God has you on such a trajectory that it's not the level, this is rich, it is no longer about the level you choose to win at. You have shifted to which level you decide to die at. Preach, Mike McClure, because I'm trying to show you, show me your pain, I can show you what you're waiting on. That's critical. Let's go to work. This is a pop quiz. I need to hear some answers because I told you guys what? We've been situated and acculturated in 1 Kings, and I love this particular text. I'm crazy about Elijah. I am. He's one of the dopest prophets in the Bible to me. I told you that oftentimes what we think is punishment is actually preparation. You got a D- so far. Get your grade up. What we think is punishment is actually preparation. And I told you that God sometimes takes us through the process. Now, don't put this on the screen yet, but I want to see if they can answer this because I gave you certain symbols. That symbol right there is the symbol for what? Series. So process, definition of process, put it on the screen. A process is a series of actions, okay? Here it is. If you flunk this, I'm resigning. And I will no longer be the pastor of this church if you don't get this question right. I'm moving, I'm gonna become Southern Baptist, and I'm leaving. I promise you. If you get this wrong, and I done wrote this on the board for 4 weeks, we're gonna fight after church. The series of actions that God uses is, look at you, and what? Problems. Pain, pressure, and problems. What is a process? A process is a series of pain, pressure, problems. When you run from pain, when you tell God, I don't like pressure, when you can't handle problems, by default, you tell God, I'm not worth the promise. That's critical because the pain, pressure, and problems equal the promise. And once I get the promise, I then become a product. Can I have church with 3 people real quickly? Stop hating on my product when you don't know my process. Stop judging what you see when you don't know what it took for me to be where I am right now. Ain't it crazy? We had crazy church at 9 a.m. one of these Sundays because I had to tell the story. Many of you owe your haters, your family, and your friends an apology. Why, Pastor Mike? Because you have made what you do look easy. I'm talking to 6 of y'all already. Folk think it's easy to raise a child by themselves. They think it's easy to work 2 jobs. They think it's easy to start a ministry, start a business. Because here you come, they don't realize the face you put on to walk out the door ain't the face you sleep with. Am I preaching to anybody in here? This is why there are 2 types of pain. You have public pain and y'all been listening to your boy. Public pain is when God takes you through something in the face of people. Now that's critical because many of you are frustrated right now because you can't figure out why it is God would allow you to suffer in public. And the worst part about suffering in public is you're actually waiting on somebody to rescue you. But God had to deliver me, Mike. I'm not going to allow them to rescue you because whoever pulls you out gets the glory. So if they pull you out, the rest of your life, your testimony gonna be Keisha did it. But God says sometimes I put you in a public crucifixion because I've already planned your public resurrection. So watch what he says. We have public pain, but then we also have private pain. This is critical. I need you to catch this because pain, pressure, and problems equal the promise, and the promise equals my product. And what I need you to understand is God is processing you. He is processing you. I wish I could go back to some of the years I ran from pain. Oh, I wish I could go back to some of the arguments I had over pressure. Because now I realize it was that made me who I am. I'm excited about this because when we see Elijah, he's going through an amalgam of emotions that are indicative of the human experience. I love Elijah. He's a prophet. God tells Elijah, go tell the king it's not going to rain. Why is it not going to rain? Because they are worshiping Baal. They are giving Baal, false gods, all the glory. He says, tell King Ahab it's not going to rain again until I say so. Boom. He tells the king it's not going to rain. He cuts the water off. And the next word he tells him is, go hide yourself. Go hide yourself. He sends him, let's see if you can remember this, where? To Cherith, look at this pop quiz, and Zarephath. I don't know how to spell it, so we're just going to do it like that. Cherith and Zarephath. Uh-oh, pop quiz. Whoever get this, get 1,000 hugs by the end of your membership. I mean this. Cherith is the place where God had to cut his flesh. So Cherith translates to mean cut off, cut down. Do you remember that? Cherith is the place where I have to cut you off and cut you down. Gifted people, listen to your pastor. He said, you just prophesied to the king. The whole nation know your name now. Word has traveled. Why it ain't raining? Elijah showed up. He a bad boy. He bigger than all the prophets of Baal. He bigger than all the false prophets. This brother is anointed. He got power. God says, so your flesh won't get in the way? I'm going to send you to Cherith. Cherith translates to mean cut off and cut down. Why, Pastor Mike? Because whenever God is getting ready to put you on a stage, he cuts you off from the public. He cuts you down to size. Did you catch that? Can you put this in your notes for me? Why does God have to cut me? Because anybody can perform, but everybody don't have power. I'm in the wrong church right here. This is why when certain people sing, you feel nothing. Then when another person sing, their presence just give you goosebumps. Because performance is always unchallenged. I'm in the wrong church tonight. Performance is always unchallenged. What? I'm gonna throw you real quickly. Somebody shout yeah. Shout hallelujah. Slap your neighbor a high five. Say God, you're good. Throw your hands up and shout glory. Anybody can do it when it ain't challenged. Now, can you do that in the face of a problem? See, I want to suggest you have yet to praise God till you've had to praise him in something and through something. I'm preaching to somebody in here. And 3 of y'all can testify, Pastor Mike, I don't want performance. I want what? Somebody shout power. You know what I say this? Because how do I know I am powerless? When every time I need a breakthrough, I have to find someone. Put this in your notes. I ain't said this yet. I've saved this for tonight. We are not raising crippled Christians.
Thank you, Father, for everything.
Now, there are 2 types of Christians being produced in the 21st century church if we're not careful. 2 types of Christians. We have this prophetic movement that's taking place now, miracles, signs, and wonders, that is inadvertently conditioning Christians to find a prophet. Okay? Now, I believe prophets are necessary. I believe there should be whenever God wants to deliver people, he always uses a prophet. Whenever the children of Israel are in bondage, they're shouting out, God, get us from Pharaoh. God never talks to the children of Israel. He goes and talks to who?
Here are your groceries, Rose.
Moses. Why, PMJ? While they're crying to God, they are frustrated because God never talks back to them. But while they're crying to God about the problem, God never talks to them about the problem. He's talking to the solution. So I need a prophet. Whenever God wanted to raise his people up, he used a prophet. What's the problem with that, PMJ? One of the problems when you lean too far to the left, you create what I call crippled Christians who don't feel like they can get up unless somebody touch them. Preach. But the problem with that is if that prophet then falls, then you stay lame. And if you lean too far to the right, not only are we making crippled Christian, but if you lean too far to the right, now we have this movement that all you got to do is name it and claim it, blab it and grab it. Now we create vampire Christians because all you want is this blood. I'm in the wrong church tonight. Hear me. So what am I trying to do? I'm trying to be balanced. I'm trying to prophesy, allow God to flow in the gifts, but I'm also trying to create a type of Christian. What is a neutral Christian? A Christian who don't need me to pray. You want me to pray. You missed what I just said. That if I'm catching hell on Thursday, I ain't got to stay down till Sunday. I'm going to catch 6 of y'all. I got enough strength to lay hands. Lean on your neighbor and tell them I'm getting to that place where I can lay hands on myself. I can speak those things that are not as though. So Cherith is the place where he had to cut off his flesh. Zarephath is the place where he had to deal with this what? There you go. Y'all been listening to me. To his pride. Now this is crazy. This is crazy. Pastor Mike, why did he have to deal with his flesh? Right? Watch this now. He said, I'm going to deal with your flesh. This is rich. Write this in your notes. Write this in your notes. All right, it's not on the screen. Affirmation versus praise. That's rich. Affirmation versus praise. I was sitting down with a couple of spiritual sons this weekend. They came to eat dinner with me on Sunday, and we were sitting on the patio eating. And I told them, I said, here's what's important, all right? Affirmation versus flesh, all right? When I affirm you, I affirm your spirit, all right? Praise tickles your flesh. Preach, PMJ. Saul has killed his thousands. David killed his what? Tens of thousands. What's wrong, PMJ? Saul was too caught up on praise. Why did he lose the throne? He stopped seeking the affirmation of the prophets and God and started leaning on the praise of people. And when you live for their praise, you'll die from their rejection. Preach, PMJ. I don't need to be praised. I'm talking heavy tonight. I need to be affirmed. Many of you right now have misdiagnosed your own issue. Your frustration now is, won't nobody tell me I did a good job? Can I free you real quickly? If somebody has to tell you you did a good job for you to continue to do your job, you are seeking praise, not affirmation. What I'm trying to teach my spiritual sons and daughters is sometimes my silence speaks louder than my voice. That's heavy right there. Well, Pastor Mike, you didn't tell me I did good in worship tonight. If I didn't tell you it was a problem, consider yourself affirmed. Y'all don't miss what I just said. Now, here it is. Somebody say affirmation. Okay, affirmation is important. Affirmation is important. Jesus performs no miracles until his Father affirms him. That's critical. Jesus performs no miracles until God says, this is my beloved Son, in whom I'm well pleased. Boom, now he operates. Why, PMJ? I hope you can receive this, and I pray 5 people can walk in the boldness tonight after tonight. Here it is. There are certain things in your life that has not been activated because you won't sit still long enough to be affirmed. Go therefore and make disciples of all nations. Hear me when I say this. You won't sit still long enough to be affirmed. Well, Pastor Mike, I come to church. It's going to be deeper than that. God. So how does God affirm? Are you ready? Who's ready to be affirmed by God? All right, here's how God affirms. Put this in your notes. It's deep. I'm going to say it real slow because it's going to require a lot of writing, okay? He affirms you when he picks you to be picked on. See, many of you thought affirmation was going to come in the sign of a blessing. But sometimes affirmation shows up as a burden. Because God, when he wants to affirm you, he allows you to go through something. Not to prove yourself to him, but to prove yourself to you. I'm in the wrong church. So Cherith is the place where he had to cut off his what? Flesh. Listen to your boy. If your flesh is at the same level of your spirit, your flesh will always win. If your flesh is at the same level of your spirit, it's a no contest. Your flesh will also always win. Why, PMJ? Because flesh breathes and lives off instant gratification. Still hold beauty. All right? And the spirit, all right? So flesh, instant gratification. The spirit often thrives on delayed. Preach, Mike McClure. Gratification. Make that make sense, PMJ. Okay, here it is. Flesh. Somebody say flesh. All right. Have you ever been hungry? Anybody? Okay, you done been hungry before. Let me free you real quickly. To every natural feeling, there's a spiritual feeling. Okay? So who's ever been hungry? But not only are you can be hungry physically, flesh, or you be hungry spiritually. My soul hungers and thirsts after righteousness. As the deer pants for the water, so does my soul. So watch this, hunger. So let me show you why flesh will win if spirit ain't strong. Because if you hungry in the natural, go eat. The moment you eat, flesh satisfied. But if you hungry in the spiritual, God says starve. So hold on real quick. So if I'm hungry, if flesh hungry, I can instantly fix that problem. If your hormones all over the place, go through your phone, you can find somebody to instantly fix that problem. If you lonely, you ain't lonely by force, you're lonely by choice. So the moment you want somebody, you can make a decision. You know what? I want you. Boom. I can instantly solve that problem. Need some money? Pastor Mike, I can do something illegal or whatever. I can instantly solve that problem. But look at this. You need some money spiritually. He says, give away what you got. You want to be filled spiritually fast. So what's the problem, PMJ? Flesh, most of the time, wins in some of our lives because we are too stuck on instant gratification. And I'm going to say this, and 7 of y'all going to receive it. The rest of y'all may ignore me. But many of you in this room right now need to stop looking at everybody who you think winning right now. Some of your greatest issues is now you're too busy on the internet looking at what you think is a win, when you don't realize what God has for you will be bigger, but it's just delayed. That God says, I can't give it to you now. Why? Because I have you. If you are going to be great, there are 2 places you're going to have to visit. Cherith and Zarephath. That's critical. Why, PMJ? Because I want you to understand there's a season where God has to cut you. Cherith, cut off, cut down. Zarephath, the smelting place. That before God can mold me, he must melt me. So let's keep going. So what happens, PMJ? He tells him, leave that place. He goes to Cherith. Ravens bring him food. After they bring him food, the text says the brook dried up. But what do we see in verse 9? I'm going fast. Go at once to Zarephath, to the region of Sidon, and stay there. That's critical. Look at the NLT version. Go and live. Go back a version. Go and stay there. Go up a version. Go and live. Go back a version. Go and stay there. Go back a version. Go and live. This may be the dopest thing I say in 2019 if you receive it. Sometimes faith waits. That's heavy. Genuine faith waits for God to reveal its plan. That's heavy right there. Pastor Mike, that ain't heavy. That didn't make me shout because you missed it. You listening with your flesh, not your spirit. No, hear me when I say this. We have conditioned a generation of believers because most preachers went through a phase, myself included, where we have become a slave to response. So we weren't just preaching what God said, we were preaching to get a response. So if you didn't shout, I didn't do a good job. And because immaturity taught me to make you shout, am I helping anybody? Make you shout. I started preaching stuff like, if you want it, you got to bust a move. Faith said, go get it. But you want to know what maturity has taught me 10 years later? Sometimes faith makes you wait. The brook dries up. Can you imagine waking up every day and the brook had water in it? Out of nowhere, he comes to the brook and the brook is dry. Elijah could have bust a move and literally went and found some more water if he could. But Elijah said, I'm not moving till God say so. Why, PMJ? Because faith, where can I write that at? Faith waits. And many of you are frustrated. Many of you are overwhelmed right now because there was something nobody told you. That not only does faith wait, but they never told you about the weight of the wait.
Another week, another bulletin ready.
I'm in the wrong church. Look at your neighbor and say, I tried to be cute, but I may have to have church by myself tonight. Because I didn't come to preach to everybody. Because everybody in here, see, have you ever met somebody? How do I know I'm dealing with the weight of the weight? Because I'm not catching hell. I'm not broke. I'm not mad at nobody. Then why are you irritated? Because I'm irritated because I know God gonna do it, but when he gonna do it? I'm preaching to somebody in here. Can I preach to 3 folk in here who right now, Pastor Mike, I've been praying, I've been living right, I've been giving. I'm in church on a Tuesday. You wouldn't have never caught me in church on a Tuesday. But I'm here. Why? Because I'm waiting on God. Watch this. But the weight. Who am I preaching to tonight? The weight of the wait. Having to watch bad people get good stuff. The weight of the weight. Having to turn down stuff because you know it ain't God, but it could have met a need. The weight of the weight. Being faithful over a few things when you could have been bust a move to make moves. But I'm waiting. And I didn't come to preach to everybody who changed your mind every 6 weeks. I came to preach to 5 folk who's waiting on God, that in spite of what I feel, I am. The weight, hear me, of the weight. Now let me say this to you. Who's believing God for something big? Oh, put this in your notes. Put this in your notes. Okay. I want you to write this. I'm believing God for something big. Write that. I want you to type that. Type it, write it. I'm believing God for something big because I want to make sure you put this under it. Okay? Okay. Because people have been telling you if you dream it, you can achieve it. Pastor Mike got a new slogan. Okay? I'm believing God for something big. Up under that, right? But how much does it weigh? Whenever a woman gives birth, before the doctor asks the name, the first thing the doctor does is weigh it. I want to know how long it was and the weight of it. That is critical right there, PMJ. Many of you are asking God for stuff you can't carry. Preach, PMJ. You so busy shouting about favor when you should have asked God for some more strength. Because favor gonna open the door. Are you built to carry what it sends? I'm preaching to 5 of y'all. How do I build up my weight? If Wes was up here, he would tell you, you build up weight by weight resistance. No, he puts weight on you. And the resistance, or watch this. I want to catch this. I want to catch this. Catch this. Are y'all looking at me? Are you looking at me? All right, you're a trainer. Are you looking at me? Okay, I'm finna put the weight on me, okay? When I do this, I'm saying, that's the weight. Okay, ready? Ready, go. Weight. Okay? But if I got a good trainer, who gets the weight off the bar? The spotter, okay? So what they do is, you ready? You ready? Boom. They lift it up, boom, put the assignment on you. All right. Because the assignment carries a different weight. Yeah, it carries a different weight. Stop dreaming for stuff you don't know you can carry. Well, I want to be an entrepreneur. Can you handle the weight of your bills being behind? Can you handle the weight of the very people who pushed you to do it won't support you? Yeah, that's crazy. Where my entrepreneurs at? The same folk who liked your post won't pay your price. I'm in the wrong church. No, everybody want to be an entrepreneur. Can you handle the weight? Well, I can't wait to be a wife. He better put a ring on it. Can you handle the weight of submission? Oh, did nobody say amen right there? You just high-fiving your neighbor. No, can you handle the weight of marriage? That no, he may look at you and say, no, we're not doing this month. With your money. This is my money. Well, go be single. See, marriage is an option. Y'all missed what I just said. God never commanded you to be married. He said, hey, if you want to have sex, here's an option called marriage. But the problem is you want the weight of sex. You want the pleasure of sex without the weight of responsibility. That's for everybody who want favor but don't want the weight of fight. If you want the throne, you got to go through Goliath. If you want to be favored, you got to go through the Red Sea. Because there is a weight that comes with waiting. He gets it off the bar, and what do? You bring it, and watch this. I'm going to drop it. Weight comes down, and what do? Give me another word for push up. Resist. Give me another R word instead of resist. Give me another R word instead of raise. Weight is built when you learn the power of rejection. Rejection. So what happens, PMJ? How does God build your weight? This is why you're weak. God allows the devil to tempt you, or he allows you to go through different tests and trials. How you reject what the world sends builds up your spiritual strength. So when they come at you with foolishness, if you reject it, you get stronger. But if you fall into it, you get weaker. I'm preaching to some of y'all in here. So hear me when I say this. There is a weight that comes with the weight. So let's talk about this weight. He waits on God. God says, boom, go bust a move. He go meets a widow. He meets the widow. He says, hey, I need you to go get me something to drink. She says, cool, I can get you something to drink. He comes back and says, well, bring me something to eat too. The widow says, look, you done messed up now. As sure as my God lives, all I got is some oil and some flour. I'm going to cook this. Me and my son going to eat it, and we going to go die. Elijah never corrects her. He says, cool, go do that, but first make me some first. And surely, this could preach, as my God lives, your cupboards will never run dry. Why is that important, PMJ? He's been waiting by a dry brook. So what happens when he shows up to the next city? He tells her, because I passed the dry test, your life won't be dry. Because I went through a dry season and survived it, I now have an anointing over dryness. I'm preaching to 7 folk in here. I ain't come to preach to everybody, but I came to preach to 3 folk who complained about your hell. You don't realize your last season of hell equipped you for your next season of miracles. I don't know who I'm talking to in here, but can I preach to 3 survivors who done been to hell and back again, still got your joy, still got your peace, and the reason it won't take you out again, look at somebody and say, because I've already survived that. Which is why be careful who you let pray for you. Oh, no, you can't pray for me. No, you can't pray for me if you ain't passed that test. Priest, Pastor, he says, no, because I passed the dry season. Hear me. I want to pause here for a minute, and I'm going to get you out. I got a strong 15 minutes left. Watch this. I used to be bitter. Can I be honest with you? I used to be bitter because I surveyed my circle and realized they never caught what I caught. I used to be bitter. I used to look